What's up, bros? What's happening? What's going on? Welcome back to another product spotlight video. I'm super pumped to bring you this video on one of my new favorite toys. In this video, my friends, we are taking a look at the brand new Showven FX Button. Now, in the past, I have previously done videos on triggers, on buttons that fire off your special effects. However, this one's a little bit different because it's designed to work with your Showven Spakular unit. And if you're doing bigger scale events, I'm happy to inform you that this thing can also fire off your flamethrowers, your CO2, confetti, whatever it may be. You can control all that and much more. So in this video, we are taking a look at the ins and outs of this little device that I think you guys are going to love. All right, so this is the carrying case, and if we go ahead and open it up, you guys can see we have our button. Inside, some standard things that you need to know about. Of course, it's powered by an IEC cable. This is it right here. This is the one that comes included with our button. Additionally, we also do have a lock key. Let's put these off to the side. And then lastly, we have our button, and man, this thing is a beauty. Look at it. It's very nice. It's got an aluminum construction, as you guys can see here. In the front here, you have an LED screen. This is actually LED. When I first got this, I was just like, oh, this looks like a pretty basic bare bones system. But no, this right here is actually a circular screen. Go ahead and move this stuff out of the way, and I'll show you guys the ports. As previously mentioned, it's powered by IEC. I have my IEC cable here. There's a 3-pin and 5-pin DMX out. I personally myself use 3-pin. Essentially, the way you're gonna wire this is super straightforward, and I know I'm gonna get the question, no, you don't need a different button for every single Spakular unit. Essentially, you're just gonna come out of here with a DMX cable, you're gonna go into your Spakular unit, and then you're gonna come out of the Spakular unit into another unit, and you can just continue the chain down. If you're doing bigger size productions, you can go the 5-pin route. Additionally, there is a wireless unit that you can plug into the 5-pin DMX. I don't have that. It's essentially a little antenna that'll pop out of here so that you can fire your units wirelessly. I actually really want to get that because I think that would be a game changer. You no longer have to DMX it. You'll just come out of here with a little DMX pen, I believe that's what they call it, and you'll be able to send signals right to your machine without the need of cables. I love that, so I will be linking the DMX pen down in the description of this video. All right, so let's go ahead and zoom in now. I'm gonna go ahead and power it on. So right here, you have the Showven logo, and then we have our main screen. To unlock the menu, you go ahead and twist the key. Now I can go ahead and show you some of the different features and some of the different functions that are inside of this unit. So let's go ahead and start scrolling through this bad boy. First off, we have the device. So you can control not just Spakular units, but you can also control their flamethrower. I know that's crazy. You can set it to a custom setting, so if you're using something else that's not one of the Showven devices. The sonic boom, I don't know what that is, but sounds freaking awesome. You also have a circle flamethrower. So these are a bunch of different devices, but for the purposes of this video and for myself personally, I only use it in Spakular mode. Next up, we have the effect height, and this is a killer feature and a reason why you would want to get this, especially if you're working with venues where they're very strict. I personally like keeping mine at the highest setting possible just so that you get that wow effect, if you will, and all you have to do is press enter to exit out. Moving on, then we also have the mode. I personally like all of them to fire all at once, so I have the 3 bars there. If you want to have them go in a chain, you can also do that, backwards chain, or if you want to have them go in, out, you can also do that. This is a really cool effect if you're doing multiple units. This is more higher level production. If you're like myself and doing weddings, you're probably just want to kind of keep it at all of them fire all at the same time. Now we have the timer section. This is actually something that I don't use. If it was like CO2, I would use it, but I never really have issues with the time cards on my machine. So essentially what you do is here is you go in and you tell it how much time you have on your machines. It's an extra step if you want to be able to visually see it. I personally, I don't like doing that. don't think it's necessary, but it's there, and I love the fact that it's there. Now, if you were using these with, let's say, CO2 machines and you wanted to know how much is left in your tank, like for example, if you're using a 20-pound tank, that's about 30 seconds. So you would want to mark 30 seconds right here, and it'll actually count down for you so that you know when you're about to run out of CO2. And then lastly, another thing that you can do, which I personally don't use, is interval. Again, this is stuff if you want to get into more higher level productions and you want to do fancy stuff with your spark machines. I personally keep it at 0 because I just like triggering it at my own will. Our last setting that we can adjust is the duration. So right now you can see I have it set to jog mode. Push down on it, and as long as you're holding it down, it's gonna keep firing. When you let go, the unit's gonna stop. Now, if you wanted to actually set it to a duration, like a fixed amount of time, like for first stances, I personally like doing like about 5 to 10 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and set it to 10 seconds. This is the last setting that we're gonna go to, so I go ahead and press down. Duration is now set to 10 seconds. So to exit out of duration, we're gonna go ahead and twist one time. That takes us back to our default menu. It shows us our basic setting. We're using Spakular units with 2-channel mode. Our height is set to 10. Our duration is set to 10 seconds. And our interval is set to 0. And then lastly, those 3 bars on the bottoms means that all the units are gonna fire all at once. So let's go ahead and lock the menu. Boom, now it's armed and we are ready to fire. So if I want to fire the units, all I have to do is go ahead and press down, and you can see we have a countdown, and I love the fact that it starts counting down for you. I love that you can visually see how much is gonna go. And that's pretty much it as far as the Showven FX button goes. If you guys want to get a hold of one of these effect buttons, you guys can check out my good friends over at Fair Lane. I'll leave their link down in the description of this video where you can go ahead and purchase one of these effects buttons. Huge shout out to Fair Lane and Showven for sending out this unit out for review. Additionally, if you guys want to see a dedicated video on the Spakular units, I have already made those, and I'm going to link that in the description of this video. Lastly, I want to thank you bros for watching these videos. I know it's been a long time, but the videos are finally back. Signing off, DJ Barr. Stay awesome, bros. Peace.